I'm writing a book at the moment about why some fathers and men abandon their children, whether that is emotionally or physically. And I'm trying to understand from a psychological perspective, from their words, from their narrative, why they left. There's huge amount of research on why mothers might abandon their children, on the experience of mothers who've been abandoned. There's loads of research on children who've been abandoned, but there's actually very little research. And if you don't believe me, on the man's perspective, and if you don't believe me, just go online. Go and try to find a book that talks about this topic. Go and try, not from the mother's perspective or from society's perspective or from the child's perspective, but try and look at it from the man's perspective. Go and find a book. Go and try to find research. Basically, it's non-existent. And one of the things that I've been looking at is the role of the church, religion. And because in virtually every religion, family is a humongous part of it, keeping families together, reconnecting, bonding, all of this sort of stuff. So I've been trying to figure out, where has religion played a part in this fatherlessness issue? And it's so interesting because when I've been looking at it, since the 1960s, the amount of men who have been attending church has been declining. And I've been trying to figure out why. And it's so interesting because when you look at it, basically, many men will say that when they go to church or they'll go to places of worship, many of them are catered to women. And part of that is that many women go to church because they are usually validated, they're usually encouraged, they usually are victimized, or look at what society's done to you, look at how what the man has done to you, dot, 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 dot. And they don't cater to men, because the tool that the church and many religions use to get men to reach their potential is that they use shame, they use humiliation, they use deflation and invalidation. So you hear things like, you're pathetic, you need to step up, you need to toughen up. Whereas with women, it's the opposite way. Essentially, when the church has been talking to women, it's been saying to them the world needs to change and fit around them, and they shouldn't have to change. Whereas with men, it's all been about, you need to suck it up, you need to get on with it, you need to take responsibility. And so he's put these men in these situations where, as I found out, when men are shamed, what they do is not stand up and take responsibility and go towards pain. What they do is they run away or they isolate themselves.